Here's a truth you don't want to hear. 99% of your life is already decided not by your big dreams or your bold decisions, but by the tiny invisible patterns you repeat. The way you wake up, the people you spend time with, the beliefs you absorbed before you were even old enough to question them. Most people think they're steering the wheel of their life, but in reality, they're sitting in the passenger seat, while habits, environment, and subconscious programming drive the car. If that sounds uncomfortable, good, because awareness is the first step to breaking free. Today, I'll show you the 5 forces that silently control your life. And once you see them clearly, you can finally take back the 1% that matters, the 1% that changes everything.
Phase 1.
Habits decide your future. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Think about it. Your mornings, your evenings, even the way you brush your teeth. All of it is automatic. Scientists estimate that up to 95% of our daily actions are habitual, not conscious. That means the life you're living today is just the compound interest of routines you've repeated 1,000 times before. Here's the harsh truth. Motivation is weak. Willpower fades. But habits? Habits are destiny. If you go to the gym 3 times a week, you don't just become fitter. You become the kind of person who values health. If you read 20 pages a night, you don't just finish books. You become the kind of person whose mind expands daily. The scary part? Bad habits compound the same way. Every cigarette, every wasted hour scrolling, every skipped opportunity, they stack, silently shaping your future self. So ask yourself this. If nothing changed in your life except the habits you live by right now, who would you be in 5 years? That answer is already being written. Phase 2, your environment programs you. You might think you're making your own choices. But in reality, your environment decides most of them for you. If your friends smoke, you're more likely to smoke. If your peers overspend, you'll overspend. If your workplace normalizes stress and overwork, you'll believe that's just how life is. Psychologists call this social proof. We mirror what surrounds us, often without noticing. That means your environment is not neutral. It's either pulling you forward or holding you back. Think about your kitchen. If the cookies are on the counter and the fruit is hidden, what do you eat? Think about your phone. If your social apps are on the front screen, what do you open when you're bored? You are not just a product of your willpower. You are a product of your environment. Here's the liberating truth. You don't always have to change yourself first. Change your environment, and your environment changes you. Remove one toxic friend. Add one inspiring book. Redesign one room, and the invisible programming begins to shift. Phase 3. Childhood scripts still run your adult life long before you made conscious choices. Choices were made for you. Your childhood wrote scripts into your subconscious about money, about love, about what kind of person you're allowed to be. And most adults spend their lives unconsciously acting out those old scripts. Maybe you were told, you don't talk back. Now you struggle to speak up in meetings. Maybe you grew up hearing money is scarce. Now you sabotage yourself every time you start earning more. Maybe you were labeled the smart one or the lazy one. You've lived under that label ever since. This is not your fault, but it is your responsibility to rewrite it. Psychologists call it cognitive conditioning. Your brain defaults to the earliest rules it learned, even if those rules no longer serve you. The truth is, the child version of you is still steering far more of your life than you realize. So pause and ask yourself, whose voice is still echoing in your head? Whose story are you still carrying that was never truly yours? The moment you identify that script, you can begin to write a new one. Phase 4, your brain lies to you. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain is not built for truth. It's built for survival. That means it takes shortcuts, cognitive biases, that distort reality every single day. The confirmation bias makes you notice only what agrees with you. The negativity bias makes you overvalue problems and ignore blessings. The spotlight effect makes you believe everyone is judging you, when in reality, most people are too busy thinking about themselves. These lies keep you safe, but they also keep you small. They prevent you from speaking up, from trying, from risking. The ancient Stoics knew this thousands of years ago. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." And modern psychology proves him right. Most of your fears never arrive. The question is, will you keep letting your brain's automatic lies dictate your life? Or will you step back, see the illusion, and choose differently? Phase 5, Biology and Mortality. The ticking clock. No matter how strong your willpower, how great your success, one truth remains. Your biology sets limits. Your energy declines with age. Your memory fades. The number of years ahead shrinks faster than you expect. Remember the proportional theory of time? When you're 10, 1 year is 10% of your life. At 50, it's just 2%. That's why decades begin to vanish like weeks. Most people live as if tomorrow is guaranteed. But biology has already placed you on a timer. You just don't know when it will ring. And here's the deepest truth. Awareness of death is not meant to depress you. It's meant to awaken you. When you realize your time is finite, you stop wasting it on trivial arguments, shallow pursuits, and empty distractions. Every tick of the clock is not a threat. It's an invitation to live with urgency, to choose with intention, to create something that outlives you. Now in the end, the 1% that changes everything, so yes. 99% of your life is already decided. Your habits repeat. Your environment shapes you. Your childhood scripts whisper in your ear. Your brain takes shortcuts. Your biology ticks away. But here's the good news. The 1% that remains. That's where all the power is. That 1% is the moment you pause before reacting. It's the moment you choose to pick up the book instead of the phone. It's the decision to take one step out of the comfort zone, to make one call you've been delaying, to say one word you've been holding back. The small conscious choices you make today ripple outward. Rewriting the future, you may not control 99%. But the 1% you can control, if you guard it fiercely, is enough to change everything. So don't wait. Don't postpone. Don't sleepwalk through a life already written. Take the pen back and start writing the pages yourself, because one day you'll realize this truth. The only question is, will it be too late?